Soft tires passing through shallow water, neon light reflected on the road. The street is empty, but it glows like it still has somewhere kind to go. Warm rain falls on the avenue, turning gray into gentle blue. No footsteps rush, no voices stay, just little rivers finding their way. I watch the lights move on the ground, so much peace without a sound. The piano leans into the night and makes the lonely corners bright. Maybe empty doesn't mean nothing lives here anymore. Maybe quiet streets can lead to a softer open door. Warm rain on empty streets, falling slow beneath the light. Every drop feels less like sorrow, more like peace arriving tonight. Streets washing through the afterglow. I don't have to chase the morning, I can let the evening go. A red sign hums across the lane, like a heart that learned from pain. The windows shine, the night breeze in, and something new begins within. I used to fear the roads alone, the long way back, the unknown. But now the rain walks next to me, soft as old piano keys. Warm rain on empty streets, falling slow beneath the light. Every drop feels less like sorrow, more like peace arriving tonight. Warm rain on empty streets, washing through the afterglow. I don't have to chase the morning, I can let the evening go. No crowded room, no hand to hold, still the dark doesn't feel so cold. There is comfort in the space where my heart can find its pace. Warm rain on empty streets, I feel lighter than before. Not because the past is gone, but it can close every door. Warm rain on empty streets, softly leading me along. In the hush between the lights, I remember I belong. Sparse piano, distant water on pavement. The road shines low, and I walk slow. Soft raincoat hanging on a wooden hook, quiet footsteps fading into the room. I left the weather at the door and didn't carry it anymore. The room was small, the light was low, a gentle place where time moves slow. No one asked me to explain the shape of all I couldn't name. A piano note fell warm and clear, like someone saying you are here. And for the first time in a while, I didn't have to force a smile. Maybe rest is not escape. Maybe peace is where we start. When the world becomes too loud, we need a place to rest the heart. I found a place to rest my heart, in the quiet after rain, where every tired piece of me could softly breathe again. I found a place to rest my heart, under amber evening light. Not perfect, not forever, but enough for me tonight. The city kept its distant sound, but it could not pull me down. I held my tea with both my hands, like warmth could help me understand. I don't need to disappear, I only need to meet myself here. With every note, with every breath, I lay down what the day had left. I found a place to rest my heart, in the quiet after rain, where every tired piece of me could softly breathe again. I found a place to rest my heart, under amber evening light. Not perfect, not forever, but enough for me tonight. No heavy dream, no answer near, just one small room that feels sincere. A little silence, soft and wide, a safe place for the ache inside. I found a place to rest my heart, where the night was warm and still, where healing didn't make a sound, but somehow always will. I found a place to rest my heart, and I'm lighter than before. Sometimes peace is just a room that doesn't ask for more. Sparse piano, soft room tone fading. I close my eyes and rest my heart. Soft breath on a cold window, fingertip tracing a fading shape. I wrote your name where the glass was warm, then watched it disappear by dawn. The cup was quiet in my hands, the night moved slow across the lamp. I didn't call, I didn't try to pull your shadow from the light. Your name rose softly in the air, then broke apart before my stare. Not every memory has to stay, some are meant to drift away. And I'm learning how to let it fade, without losing the good we made. Your name in the steam, gone before it stays. A little ache, a little peace, rising from the page. Your name in the steam, soft against the night. I can miss what used to be and still feel warm inside. The piano plays a gentle line, like it understands the time. A small goodbye, a quiet breath, no heavy tears, no bitterness. I used to hold the past too near, afraid the silence meant you'd disappear. but now I see the kinder truth. Letting go keeps some light too. Your name in the steam, gone before it stays. A little ache, a little peace, rising from the page. Your name in the steam, soft against the night. I can miss what used to be and still feel warm inside. Some names become a softer sound, not lost, but no longer bound. A trace of light, a breath, a song. Here for a moment, then moving on. Your name in the steam, fading clear and slow. I don't need to hold it tight to keep the love I know. Your name in the steam, under amber light. What once felt like goodbye feels gentle here tonight. Sparse piano, soft cup sound fading. The steam is gone, but I'm not cold. Soft keys turning in a door lock, a coat sliding from tired shoulders. I didn't know how far I'd gone until the quiet called me home. The evening folds around my hands like someone who can understand. I leave the long day at the door, it doesn't need my body anymore. A piano note begins to fall, soft enough to hold it all. The room is small, the light is low, but something in me starts to slow. I'm not there yet, but I'm closer than before. One breath, one step, across the wooden floor. I'm almost home, not a place but a feeling. A little warmth inside my chest, a softer kind of healing. I'm almost home, where the night is kind and slow. I don't have to be so strong, I can finally let go. The city hums behind the glass, but it no longer pulls me back. I make some tea, I close my eyes and let the silence be alright. No need to know the whole way through, no need to be somebody new. Tonight I only need to be a little more at peace with me. I'm almost home, not a place but a feeling. A little warmth inside my chest, a softer kind of healing. I'm almost home, where the night is kind and slow. I don't have to be so strong, I can finally let go. Maybe home is not a door, maybe it is needing less. A quiet song, a steady breath, a heart returning to itself. I'm almost home, with the piano by my side. Every tired part of me is learning how to rest tonight. I'm almost home, and the dark no longer feels alone. In this gentle evening light, Soft piano, soft room tone, fading. One slow breath and I'm almost home. Soft paper lantern swaying outside, rain tapping gently on its warm glow. A little light moved in the rain, like hope that didn't need a name. The street was quiet, almost blue, with every window fading through. I watched the lanterns softly shine, like they were holding borrowed time. No bright answer, no clear sign, just warm gold in the silver night. The piano played beneath the air and made the dark feel less unfair. Maybe hope is small, but it knows how to stay, even when the sky turns everything to gray. Lanterns in the rain, still glowing through the night. Little hearts of amber, holding on to light. Lanterns in the rain, soft above the street, teaching tired souls how to shine quietly. I used to think I needed more, a perfect road, an open door. But tonight the world feels kind, in every light the rain can't hide. A gentle drop, a quiet flame, nothing here remains the same. Still something warm keeps burning through, like a promise I once knew. Lanterns in the rain, still glowing through the night. Little hearts of amber, holding on to light. Lanterns in the rain, soft above the street, teaching tired souls how to shine quietly. The storm to end to feel safe again. Sometimes peace is just a glow that follows where I go. Lanterns in the rain guide me slowly home. Not too bright, but bright enough to make the dark feel known. Lanterns in the rain, gentle, warm and clear, even in the quiet gray, there is light still here. Sparse piano, rain fading softly, one small flame, and I'm not afraid. An old radio turns on softly, a half-forgotten melody comes through. Your favorite song found me tonight, between the static and the light. I didn't look for yesterday, it came in through a quiet wave. A melody we used to know, played soft enough to let me go. The room stayed warm, the piano low. The evening moved in amber slow. I heard you laugh inside one line, then let it fade back into time. Some memories return, not to make us fall, but to show the heart it survived it all. doesn't hurt the same. It carries your shadow, but it no longer calls my name. The song you left behind still knows where we've been, but tonight it sounds like healing when the chorus comes in. I used to turn the volume down, afraid your voice was still around. But now I let the music stay, like rain that learned a kinder way. No need to close the past too tight, no need to chase it through the night. A simple chord, a gentle key, brings me softly back to me. The song you left behind doesn't hurt the same. It carries your shadow, but it no longer calls my name. The song you left behind still knows where we've been, but tonight it sounds like healing when the chorus comes in. I won't erase the melody, I'll let it change its home in me. From something lost to something kind, a little light you left behind. The song you left behind plays softer than before. It doesn't ask me to return, it only opens up the door. The song you left behind is quiet, warm and clear. I can keep the beautiful without keeping you here. Radio fades, only sparse piano remains. Your song goes still, and I am here. Soft paper unfolding, a wooden drawer closing quietly. I found your words beneath the years, not to reopen old tears. The ink is faded into gray, but I still know what you meant to say. A little promise, a little pain, a sunny street after the rain. I don't read them like before, with my heart against the floor. Tonight they feel like memories, not chains around me anymore. Time didn't take it all, it only changed the view. What used to break my heart now lets the light come through. Letters in the drawer, sleeping where I left them. I don't need to burn the past, just learn how to accept it. Letters in the drawer, soft as candlelight. Some goodbyes grow gentle when you hold them right. There's dust upon the folded lines, like quiet snow from kinder times. I smile at who I used to be, so scared to let the night breathe. The room is warm, the piano low. I let the final page go slow, not because I love you less, but because I'm finding rest. Letters in the drawer, sleeping where I left them. I don't need to burn the past, just learn how to accept it. Letters in the drawer, soft as candlelight. Some goodbyes grow gentle once felt unfinished now feels like healing. Letters in the drawer underneath the light. I can keep the memory and still sleep well tonight. Spurs piano fades with soft vinyl crackle. The drawer is closed, my heart is light. Soft kettle clicking off, tea poured slowly into a small cup. The water sings, then disappears into the quiet of the room. Midnight sits beside my chair with gentle hands and silver air. I make some tea, I lower the light and let the day fall out of sight. No one is coming through the door, but I don't fear that anymore. The piano moves in tender lines and gives my heart a little time. Maybe being alone can feel warm, not cold, when I stop asking silence for someone else to hold. Midnight tea for one underneath the fading moon. I am softer than I was in this quiet little room. Midnight tea for one, no sorrow left to prove. Just a cup between my hands and a heart beginning to move. The window keeps the city far. The spoon rests still beside the jar. I breathe in slow, I let out more than I was carrying before. The past may knock, but not too loud. It fades into the evening cloud, and in the steam I start to see there's still a home inside of me. Midnight tea for one underneath the fading moon. I am softer than I was in this quiet little room. Midnight tea for one, no sorrow left to prove. Just a cup between my hands and a heart beginning to move. I don't need the night to end, I don't need to call it pain. Some quiet hours become a friend when they learn to speak my name. Midnight tea for one, warm enough to keep me here. Not alone the way I thought, not as lost as I feared. Midnight tea for one, and the piano softly knows healing doesn't always bloom. Sometimes it simply glows. Sparse piano cup placed gently down. The tea grows still and I feel home. Faraway traffic lights clicking, a cafe sign humming softly. The city lowers down its voice, like it finally has a choice. Blue light gathers on the street underneath the passing feet. Windows glow then fade away like small stars ending their day. I sit where the shadows lean, somewhere quiet in between what I lost and what I keep, before the city falls asleep. And the night feels kind when it doesn't ask too much, just a little time and a little human touch. Before the city sleeps, let the piano carry me through the soft and empty streets, back to where my heart can breathe. Before the city sleeps, I let the heavy hours go. In the warm and fading light, I am learning to move slow. Someone laughs across the road, then the silence takes it home. A paper cup, a closing door, nothing feels so loud anymore. I don't need a perfect sign, just this quiet place in time, where the world is almost still and my heart can gently heal. Before the city sleeps, let the piano carry me through the soft and empty streets, back to where my heart can breathe. Before the city sleeps, I let the heavy hours go. In the warm and fading light, I am learning to move slow. Tomorrow waits beyond the glass, but I don't have to hurry past this little piece, this gentle room, this silver evening fading soon. Before the city sleeps, I feel lighter than before, not because the ache is gone, but it doesn't rule me anymore. Before the city sleeps, there is hope in quiet things, a soft note, a slower breath, and the comfort evening brings. The lights grow dim, and I come home within. Wooden chair creaks softly, distant streetlight hum. Your chair is still beside the wall, holding nothing, saying all. I see the place you used to sit, a little shadow left in it. The table keeps a quiet trace of your hands, your laugh, your face. But I don't ache the way I did. I let the softer memories live. Not every empty space is cold. Some are warm when time grows old. The night moves gently across the wooden floor. I'm not waiting now the way I did before. The chair you left empty doesn't hurt me tonight. It only holds a little light from a softer time. The chair you left empty still remembers you there, but I can breathe beside it now, in the quiet cafe air. days arriving quietly. I thought goodbye would always stay, like rain that never goes away. But even loss can learn to rest when held against a gentle chest. The chair you left empty doesn't hurt me tonight. It only holds a little light from a softer time. The chair you left empty still remembers you there, but I can breathe beside it now in the quiet cafe air. I won't move it from its place. I won't erase what time can't erase. Some love becomes a calmer thing, a song the room still wants to sing. The chair you left empty feels peaceful in the glow. A memory can stay with me and still let me go. The chair you left empty is no longer a wound, just a quiet little corner where my heart made room. Sparse piano, soft chair, sound fading. Your chair is still, but I am moving. Soft blanket pulled over tired shoulders. One piano note in a warm, quiet room. I didn't hear the healing start. It moved like warmth around my heart. No bright sign upon the wall, no sudden change, no miracle, just a slower kind of air and a little less weight there. The piano touched the room so light, like it was careful with the night. I closed my eyes, I let it stay, and something heavy slipped away. Maybe peace arrives, too quiet to be seen, not like a storm of light, but like a gentle in-between. Healing comes softly, not all at once, not like the morning breaking through the dark. Healing comes softly, a breath at a time, until the tired places feel less hard to find. I used to ask the pain to leave before I knew how to breathe, but now I sit with what remains and let the music hold its name. The room is small, the light is low, but something in me starts to know I don't have to win the fight to feel a little warm tonight. Healing comes softly, not all at once, not like the morning breaking through the dark. Healing comes softly, a breath at a time, until the tired places never do. Healing comes softly, like dust in golden light, like one small note of piano making peace with the night. Healing comes softly, and I finally understand. Sometimes being gentle is how the heart begins again. No sound, no hurry, just healing softly. Just an elevator bell, soft footsteps in a quiet hallway. I came in from the cold outside, with tired hands and nowhere to hide. The corner table knows my name, a little candle, a little flame. The room is quiet but not bare. There's something gentle in the air. I don't need a crowded place or someone else to fill the space. The piano moves across the room, like light returning to the moon. Maybe being alone doesn't mean I'm lost. Maybe peace can find me without asking what it cost. I'm a little less lonely tonight, with the soft keys holding me near. A little less heavy inside, a little more willing to be here. I'm a little less lonely tonight, not healed but slowly alright. In this warm and quiet light, I'm a little less lonely tonight. The city fades behind the glass, a silver car goes drifting past. I let the silence sit with me, like an old friend patiently. No one calls and that's okay. Some nights are meant to end this way. With every note I come undone, then feel myself become someone. I'm a little less lonely tonight, with the soft keys holding me near. A little less heavy inside, a little more willing to be here. I'm a little less lonely tonight, not healed but slowly alright. In this warm and quiet light, I'm a little less lonely tonight. I won't rush the morning in, I won't fight the place I'm in. If the dark can feel this kind, maybe I'll be fine. I'm a little less lonely tonight, the world feels softer than before. A little more open inside, a little less afraid of the door. I'm a little less lonely tonight, not alone the way I was. The music leaves a tender light where the silence used to hurt. Single piano notes, quiet room tone, just one small light, and I'm alright. 2 cups placed gently on a wooden table. A soft chair pulled closer. You didn't say too much, but the room felt warmer with your touch. You never came like summer rain, loud enough to call my name. You came like light across the floor, softly there, then there's some more. No grand promise, no perfect line, just your hand near mine in time. And in a world that moved too fast, you taught the quiet how to last. Maybe love doesn't need to burn through the night. Maybe it can stay like a candle's little light. It's a quiet kind of love, not a wave, not a flame, just a gentle place to rest when I forget my name. It's a quiet kind of love, warm enough to stay in the spaces between words at the ending of the day. You know the songs I never play, the little moods I hide away. You hear the silence in my chest. I never ask for more than rest. The piano falls in tender lines, like your breath keeping time. Nothing heavy, nothing new, just the peace I found with you. It's a quiet kind of love, not a wave, not a flame, just a gentle place to rest when I forget my name. It's a quiet kind of love, warm enough to stay in the spaces between words at the ending of the day. No need to prove, no need to run, no need to shine for everyone. If your hand is close to mine, the smallest room feels full of light. It's a quiet kind of love, soft as evening rain, not the kind that breaks the heart, but helps it breathe again. It's a quiet kind of love, simple, clear and true. I never knew that peace could sound so much like you. Sparse piano, soft room tone fading. No loud goodbye, just you and I. Soft fingers arranging a small glass vase, petals brushing against the table, 3 small flowers in a jar made the room feel less far. Nothing grand, just white and blue, leaning gently into view. Beside a cup, beneath the light, they made a quiet corner bright. I sat there with my tired hands, trying not to make big plans. The piano touched the evening air, like someone saying I am there. Maybe beauty doesn't need a reason to arrive. Maybe small things teach the heart how to feel alive. Small flowers flowers on the table, soft enough to stay. A little color in the room at the ending of the day. Small flowers on the table, simple, kind, and true. Tonight I found a little peace in something small and new. The city moved beyond the glass, but I let every hour pass. No need to chase, no need to mend. Just breathe the night in like a friend. A fallen petal near my sleeve reminded me how gently things can leave. Not broken, not erased, just changing in their own soft grace. Small flowers on the table, soft enough to stay. A little color in the room at the ending of the day. Small flowers on the table, simple, kind, and true. Tonight I found a little peace in something small and new. I don't need the whole sky clear, I don't need the answers near. A quiet bloom, a piano line can make this little moment mine. Small flowers on the table, holding up the light. They don't promise anything, but they comfort me tonight. Small flowers on the table in the warm cafe glow. Some healing comes so quietly, you barely hear it grow. Sparse piano, soft room tone fading. Three small flowers, and I feel lighter. One last cup before midnight, steam rising through the quiet light. The cafe door is almost closed. The city hums in softer tones. I hold the warmth between my hands, like something I can understand. No need to fix the whole day now, no need to speak the hurt out loud. The piano says what I could not, in every small and tender pause. And for a moment I let the evening stay, not to remind me, but to carry it away. One last cup before midnight, one slow breath before the dawn. I don't have to be alright, just a little less undone. In the hush before tomorrow, with the rain against the glass, I can leave a little sorrow in the bottom of the cup at last. The lights are low, the table's bare. There's healing in the empty air. A faded song, a gentle key, finds the tired part of me. I used to run from nights like this, from silence and from what I missed. But now it feels like coming home, to sit with peace and be alone. One last cup before midnight, on before the dawn. I don't have to be alright, just a little less undone. In the hush before tomorrow, with the rain against the glass, I can leave a little sorrow in the bottom of the cup at last. Maybe hope is something small, not a sunrise, not a call, just warm coffee, piano rain, and a heart that softens again. One last cup before midnight, one soft song before I go. The night is still but not empty. There's a light I almost know. In the hush before tomorrow, I feel lighter than I was. I can leave a little sorrow in the bottom of the cup. One last cup. One last cup, and I am enough. Soft curtain moving near an open window, early air entering the room. The night is still but not so heavy. Something quiet tells me I am ready. I used to fear the morning light, like it would ask too much of my life. But now the dark begins to thin, and I can feel the calm come in. The piano plays a simple phrase, like sunlight learning softer ways. No need to know what comes ahead, I only need this peaceful breath. Maybe hope is not a flame burning through the sky. Maybe it's a little room where I don't have to hide. Tomorrow feels gentle, not far, not cold, like a hand on my shoulder, like a story still untold. Tomorrow feels gentle, soft beneath the blue. I don't have to rush my heart to become something new. The cup is empty but still warm. The window holds a quiet dawn. I leave the weight of yesterday where the evening fades away. No grand promise, no perfect sign, just a slower peace becoming mine. And every note that falls tonight makes the morning feel more kind. Tomorrow feels gentle, not far, not cold, like a hand on my shoulder, like a story still untold. Tomorrow feels gentle, soft beneath the blue. I don't have to rush my heart to become something new. I'll meet the day with open hands, no need to fully understand. Some roads begin with just one breath and a little trust inside the chest. Tomorrow feels gentle, I can almost see A warmer light, a quieter sky, waiting patiently for me. Tomorrow feels gentle, and I'm not afraid tonight. The dark has taught my tired heart how to recognize the light. Sparse piano, soft morning air. The night lets go, and I move slow. Soft sunlight fading across a wooden floor. Dust floating in the warm air. The light moves slow across the room, like it knows I need time too. I sit beneath the evening gold, with all the things I used to hold. The day was long, my words were few, but silence made a space to move. The piano speaks in gentle blue, not asking me to start anew. Just one small note, then one more breath, a softer place inside my chest. I don't have to hurry to become alright. Some healing comes quietly in the fading light. Slow light, tender heart, meet me where I am. I have carried too much weight in these careful hands. Slow light, tender heart, teach me how to stay in the little peace I find at the ending of the day. The window glows, the shadows lean. The room feels warmer than it seems. I let the past sit far away. Not gone but not in charge today. No need for answers bright and clear. No need to hide the tired years. The music holds the night apart and leaves more room inside my heart. Slow light, tender heart, meet me where I am. I have carried too much weight in these careful hands. Slow light, tender heart, teach me how to stay in the little peace I find at the ending of the day. Maybe I can soften now without breaking down. Maybe I can let this room turn my sorrow into sound. Slow light, tender heart, I am learning to release. Not all at once, not perfectly, just gently into peace. Slow light, tender heart, let the evening make me new. I don't need a brighter world, just a softer way through. Sparse piano, warm room tone fading. The light moves on, and I feel calm. Small lamp switch clicks on, soft room tone. One quiet makes this room feel less small. I don't need a brighter sky, just one safe place to close my eyes. A wooden table, fading steam, a quiet chair beside a dream. The world outside can move too fast, but here the heavy hours pass. The piano finds a tender line and gives a little back to time. I thought hope had to shine like morning breaking through, but sometimes it arrives in the smallest room with you. There is hope in a small room, in the hush of evening blue, in a soft note, in a slow breath, in the heart still coming through. There is hope in a small room, not loud, not far away, just enough to keep me warm until another day. The curtains hold the city glow, the floorboards answer soft and low. I let the silence sit with me without becoming loneliness. I'm not fixed, but I can rest with less weight inside my chest. And every gentle piano key feels like a hand comforting me. There is hope in a small room, in the hush of evening blue, in a soft note, in a slow breath, in the heart still coming through. There is hope in a small room, not loud, not far away, just enough to keep me warm until another day. Maybe peace begins like this, a lamp, a song, a quiet wish. Nothing grand, nothing new, just room enough to make it through. There is hope in a small room where the night is kind and slow. I don't have to see the whole road, just the next small place to go. There is hope in a small room, softly waiting in the air. And for tonight, that little light is more than enough to bear. Sparse piano, lamp hum fading, a little light, and I'm still here. The chairs are turned upside down, the streetlights lean on the glass, and somewhere between the last small sound, the evening learns to pass. I stay behind when the room went still, with one warm cup in the windowsill. The rain outside didn't ask my name, it only touched the dark the same. There's a quiet that doesn't hurt, a folded sleeve, a coffee shirt, the kind of night that lets you see how tired a heart can be. And I don't need the world to know what I carried through the day, just one soft note played slow to help me put it away. After closing time, the piano keeps the light playing low for broken hours, turning shadows After closing time, I breathe a little more, like the song was waiting for me by the empty cafe door. The clock moves soft across the wall, like it's afraid to wake us all. A little dust in golden air feels like someone still is there. I used to think that being strong meant holding every silence long, but now I let the music stay and let the rest fade away. No grand goodbye, no bitter scene, no tear I have to hide. Just a melody in between the leaving and the light. After closing time, the piano keeps the light playing low for broken hours, turning shadows into white. After closing time, I breathe a little more, like the song was waiting for me by the empty cafe door. Maybe healing starts this small, one note falling, then nothing at all. Maybe peace is not a place, but a sound that leaves some space. I don't need to be brand new, I just need the night to move gently through this room with me, until my hands feel free. After closing time, the piano holds the night, not too sad and not too bright, just enough to make it right. After closing time, I'm not lost like before. There's a little hope still singing by the empty cafe door. Only piano, very soft vocal lane. The last note fades into the rain, and I feel warm again. Soft cafe lights dimming one by one, the last piano note still hanging in the room. I stayed where the silence began, with the evening resting in my hands. The table slept, the windows glowed, the street outside was moving slow. I didn't want to leave too soon. This quiet felt like a small moon. A gentle song crossed through the air and found the tired places there. No need to speak, no need to mend. I stayed until the music ends. Maybe peace is just a moment we don't rush, a softer kind of healing that begins in hush. I'll stay until the music ends, until the last note fades away, until the weight inside my heart is somewhere warm to stay. I'll stay until the music ends in this tender evening light. If the world can wait outside, I can breathe again tonight. The piano held the room so still, like time had softened by the windowsill. I let the old days days pass me by without asking them to say goodbye. The night was not a lonely place, it wore a calm and gentle face, and every note so slow and clear made me glad that I was here. I'll stay until the music ends, until the last note fades away, until the weight inside my heart has somewhere warm to stay. I'll stay until the music ends in this tender evening light. If the world can wait outside, I can breathe again tonight. No need to hurry toward the door, no need to carry anymore. Some songs don't ask us to be strong, they only help us move along. I'll stay until the music ends, until the silence feels like home, until I'm not afraid to sit with the quiet on my own. I'll stay until the music ends, and when the final chord is through, I'll leave a little lighter than the person that I knew. The music ends, but peace stays too.